The French-Canadian, Georges St-Pierre. St-Pierre trains with David Loiseau, and all he's 5-0 in mixed martial arts, all in the UCC north of the border.
Georges Rush St-Pierre!
Here we go. Show of class and respect. Red trunks, Parisian. White trunks, St-Pierre.
He comes with a big reputation from Canada. He's supposedly a freakishly strong guy. We see him take Carl down. Carl reversing him. Danger! Carl's got a hold of an arm. George is trying to work his way out of this.
St-Pierre has been put in many bad situations.
Carl flipped him over.
Can he
he's got his arm. If he can break that arm loose, he's got a Kimura. If he can lock his arm, he can lock his hand on top of his right wrist, or his left wrist rather, his right hand on his left wrist. He wants to get a Kimura shoulder lock here. George rolls him out. He's out of danger here.
Wow. Debut for St-Pierre in the closed guard of Carl Parisian.
If you look at him, like physically, not a very imposing guy. He doesn't even really look like a professional athlete. Oh, good punches by St-Pierre on the top.
St-Pierre, well-rounded, loves to take his opponents down and then work towards that ground and powder submissions. This is what he is trying to do here halfway through round number 1.
Carl's doing a really good job of keeping in his guard. St-Pierre's trying to pass, but Carl's keeping him in there.
Two men from across North America, one in Montreal, the other from North Hollywood, California. Who put on the better show.
He slipped that punch. Carl slipped that punch and tried to lock a hold of him, get him in an arm triangle. When George threw that left hand from the top, Carl locked a hold of it. I get the impression that Caro is just looking for an opening here. He's constantly moving his hips and constantly looking to lock a hold of an arm or something. St-Pierre is avoiding it, but as the fight goes on, this could be very dangerous for St-Pierre. Caro's come very close to locking a hold of something a couple times. Caro's also, there he goes. See, he's just looking for an opening to grab a hold of something and submit him. This guy's a legendary grappler in Los Angeles. He's a, whoa, big right hand from St-Pierre from the top. He's a cardio machine, too. That's how he beat Vasconcelos. It was a battle for a while, but Caro is a bulldog. He eventually just wore him down. His game is mixed martial arts, but he is definitely a judo god. That is his strength. He is right now currently one of the top 3 in the country in judo, and he's even considering competing in the Olympics for judo.
Final seconds of round 1, Joe. Second round set to begin.
Oh, good left hand. Good left hand by St-Pierre, and he goes to the takedown.
Nice job done by Georges St-Pierre, and the first time fighting in the States, first time fighting in the UFC. Now he's starting to get more comfortable. Now he knows what to expect from his opponent, the Heat.
Carl's very effective from his back, though. I mean, St-Pierre can get him from his back. Can he keep him there, and can he avoid the submissions? That's the big question. As time goes on and he gets tired, if he gets sloppy, tries to catch a breath, good elbow by St-Pierre.
Very good elbow. St-Pierre coming in with David Loiseau, as we mentioned. Normally, St-Pierre walks around at about 180, 185, so he's got a very large frame, cutting to 170 in the welterweight division to take on Parisian. He is very big.
He's very, you compare the two of them together, you wouldn't even think they're the same weight class.
Absolutely. And can he use that to his advantage here? There's a good elbow. Nice. Here's the ground and pound. This is what we expect to see from Georges St-Pierre.
Oh, nice, another elbow. Oh, big right hand.
Big right hand.
Kyle doesn't even budge. Kid's a bulldog.
Trying to spin out.
He's scrambling, looking to move his hips to get into a better position for submission. He can't keep taking those shots, though. He's bleeding.
He is bleeding over the right eye. The right eye has been cut. Might have been an elbow there.
Oh,
another good elbow. St-Pierre trying to gain an advantage here. He is open to cut over the right eye.
He's got to be careful here. You got to keep your composure at all times. Kyle's remarkably composed for a 21-year-old guy.
90 seconds remains in round 2. Oh, and a good slam. And again, we talked about it. Maybe he just feels a bit more comfortable here in round number 2. You know, the lights, the gate closing, the first time south of his Canadian border. Not sure what to expect, and now he has settled into his game, and he's displaying some very, very nice skills. Oh, and another big elbow
elbows from the top. Carl keeps wrapping his left arm around St. Pierre's head. He's trying to hold him down and avoid those strikes. But St. Pierre, to his credit, is just a stronger guy. He's pulling out of it, and he keeps landing these shots. Carl's getting busted up. And you look at Carl through this whole thing, he's getting punched. He just looks calm. It looks like he's taking a nap. He's totally relaxed, despite the blood, despite the punches he's taking, the elbows.
Third and final round. High kick.
St. Pierre's looking relaxed. Superman punch.
A pretty big gash over his right eye, Joe, but see if St. Pierre can open it up again. Ouvert, the cut.
Uh-oh. He took Carl down, but he left his arm out there. Carl will grab a hold of anything you give him. Right now, he's got George St. Pierre's right arm wrapped up. Now, what he's going to look to do here now is sweep him. As he's got his arm wrapped up, Carl's going to use his legs. You see how he's got his right leg inside? He's going to use that to sweep him and try to flip him over and take him, mount him, and take a Kimura from there. There's the flip. That's it. There's the Kimura.
Does he have it? Will he tap? Does he have it? Will he tap?
George St. Pierre is a strong man.
St. Pierre fights through it using brutally good strength.
Yeah, George St. Pierre is very strong.
Good find from the former UCC, now TKO in Canada from Montreal, George St. Pierre.
This has got to start to be frustrating for Carl. It's the end of the third round, and he's losing this fight.
He may have lost the first, but St. Pierre has a chance of winning both rounds 2 and round 3 here.
Oh, big elbows.
And a little solar plex work.
Carl's he came close to a submission in the first, and close again, much closer to a submission there, but St. Pierre, to his credit, has been able to avoid it and inflict a lot of damage.
Let's stand up. And they stand him up.
Standing him up. But you got to look at the way the two stand. I got to go with St. Pierre as a striker. He looks a little more comfortable on his feet.
Oh! A high knee.
George St. Pierre goes to the takedown, and this is where it's dangerous. Carl rocks a hold of an arm. He loves to do that. 15 seconds to go. It does not look good for Carl here.
Again, we will render the judge's decision. Good fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner by unanimous decision. George Rush St. Pierre.